Alright, so here's a little thought for today. I've talked in the past that there are things we can control and things we can't control. Generally though, we tend to obsess over the things we can't control, which is a futile effort, and then we waste our energy by not really focusing on the things we can control. So what can we control? We can control what we think, what we feel, and what we do. That is literally it. But when we start to master those three things, we start to have an influence and an effect on those other things that we can't control. And I've also spoken in terms of this that what arises within us is actually about us. And it says things. So when we get angry, that actually it tells a story about who we are and what we think and how we feel. And also the way other people behave. Generally, we have this kind of obsession that the way people around us are behaving is somehow about us. So when someone does well at work, they they buy a new house, they get the car, and you're not achieving that level of kind of financial success, there is it's very easy to resent them for that, almost as if they've stolen something from you, and suddenly their success, their happiness actually becomes an attack on you. But what you have to understand is these feelings you're having, they're coming from within you. So what arises within you is about you. And similarly, when someone is behaving potentially rudely to you or is being discourteous, that says less about you than it does about them, because the way they behave is something that they can control. And so this is something that is very revealing about their state of mind, how they perceive the world, how they perceive themselves in the world. But it's less about you than you think it is. And with that in mind, you can quite easily detach yourself from these external influences that we allow to have such a kind of impact on us. You know, there's this saying, I don't know what it was that said it, it was one of the kind of Buddhist teachers, maybe the Dalai Lama or the Buddha himself, but he says, I don't want to allow people to walk through my mind with muddy boots. And when we get hurt and obsessed about the behaviour and actions of other people, that's what we're doing. We're letting people walk through our mind with their muddy boots. So let people do what they do, say what they say. If they don't invite you to your party or whatever, don't worry about it, because it's not a big deal. It's a party. Who cares? Like, just get on with being you and focusing on those three things that you can control. What you feel, what you think, what you do. All right, cheers.